So I think the crisis of our moment is a crisis of meaning. It's not a crisis of happiness. There's been a lot of talk by philosophers, public thinkers on the happiness deficit, that people generally in the West with all this affluence aren't happy. But the discussion over the last 10 years, public discussion, is much more now focused to meaning. Is there enough meaning in a secular framework to support the existence of humans? And it's interesting, secular people, atheists, are beginning to acknowledge very publicly that there is not enough meaning in the secular age to support human life and human existence and human flourishing. So I think meaning is the topic of our day, and one that sadly I think Christians are somewhat ignoring. I have a growing stack of books by secular philosophers and psychologists and sociologists that are addressing this topic directly. Why is there this problem of meaning? There have been thinkers who've been on track with this for a long time. Viktor Frankl, who was back to World War II, he was in Auschwitz, and he wrote a great book coming out of that, which is all on meaning. And he was the one who flagged the fact back then that we're living with a massive meaning deficit, that people's life is hollow when it comes to meaning. Now, I think as Christians, we have something fairly significant to say to the matter of meaning. In terms of how the loss of meaning reflects itself in all sorts of areas. The one that I highlight is the disturbing and terrible stats around suicide. America comes out very badly in terms of the register for suicide amongst young people. It makes tragic reading, but a lot of this is directly related. When you read suicide notes, when you read the therapists who were working with these people, they were just coming out and saying, there's no meaning in my life. Life is meaningless and there's no purpose in living anymore because of the lack of meaning. So for me, this is a fundamental subject that we have to address.